Hello everyone, welcome back to year 5. We will be moving into year 6 very shortly. I'm going to be changing my strategy a little bit in this video, changing my crops and doing some things a little bit differently, and we'll hopefully see some of that endgame content and the quests that I've been talking about for so long. So first things first, I need to collect more artifacts for the museum, and because it is a lightning storm today, I'm going to run around and hoe the dirt. That way the lightning has time to strike my lightning rods and I have a chance to find some artifacts. One of the big changes we'll see this video is I'm no longer going to do a summer crop because I just don't really see it being worth my time anymore, so no more star fruit in summer. Simply going to be the greenhouse and the fall crop. I've also brought all my Omni Geodes out today, so since I'm going to be near the blacksmith, I'm going to go ahead and get those processed in hopes of finding some more artifacts and maybe a prismatic shard if I'm lucky. I actually did pretty well there. Out of 8 Omni Geodes, I got 5 new artifacts for the museum, so that puts me a lot closer to the sewers. If you're ever unsure whether or not you've donated something to the museum, simply put your mouse over it, and if it doesn't give you a description of it, it needs to go to the museum. I'm up to 47 items, only need 13 more. Also, since I'm out and about in town today, I'm going to buy a little more coffee because I'm going through it very quick and don't ever want to run out. Okay, so all my lightning rods are struck, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep, either until the next lightning storm or until my greenhouse is ready. And of course, after a few short sleeps, I'm going to collect my batteries because I need there to be room for more. Alright, it's now the 2nd of winter. That means my greenhouse is ready to go, so I'm going to go deal with that. Also, there's no lightning during winter, so I'm not going to worry about any lightning storms for the winter season. And I miscalculated. I think I need one more day for the greenhouse. Okay, it turns out I've definitely lost track of my growing times for these. It's the 3rd and they're still not ready, so I'm just going to have to keep an eye on those. In the meantime, I'm going to harvest this meteorite. Normally I think it just gives you some iridium. We'll find out. Iridium and rocks, and 2 geodes. As I was saying, it is now the 6th and my greenhouse is ready to go. I've just finished all my sweet gem berries. I've turned them all into seeds, but I'm not going to replant them this time. I'm actually going to change the greenhouse into the ancient seeds here. These are going to be a little bit faster for me because once they're all grown up, they simply produce fruit every week. I don't need to replant them again and again. It's just a matter of turning the whole greenhouse into them. So I think with the speed grow and everything, these should be ready in about 20 days. So at about the start of spring, I'll come back and check on these. I'll simply do large crops of the sweet gem berries outside every fall. I should make a lot of money that way. Okay, it's the 26th today. I'm going to go see if my ancient fruit are done yet. I'm not sure exactly how long they take given the speed grow and my farming skill. They are ready. Now of course the simple procedure of harvest them all, run them through the seed maker and replant them, hopefully doubling my crop size. So my first 10 berries have turned into 17 more seeds. And that's what they look like planted. Obviously these will take another 20 or so days to mature, but these other ones, the original ones, will take only 7 days to give me some more seeds, so that will be a pretty quick process to fill that greenhouse now. Already it's the 1st of spring today. I'm not going to do much except for clear my field because I don't want the weeds to get too close to my sprinklers or scarecrows. Also, while I'm at it, there's the little feelers sticking up in my farm, so maybe they'll produce me some more artifacts while I'm out here. Field is all cleared, so I'm going to sleep for a few more days until my next ancient fruit are ready. 20 seconds later, it is the 5th of spring and my greenhouse should be ready, so let's take a look. Yes, they are ready, and I just realized that when I did my last crop, I actually laid a bunch of speed grow down and didn't actually plant my ancient seeds. Whoops. That's what happens when I'm distracted. I make stupid mistakes. Not the end of the world, as we now have 36 of those to plant. And this time I will plant them. So there they are, all planted already. My greenhouse is getting pretty full. I did make another mistake. I did not use the speed grow on these ones over here, and I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to sleep for another 7 days. Or if there's a lightning storm, I'm going to go out and hoe the world. No lightning storms yet, but it is the 12th, so I'm going to go do my greenhouse again, and hopefully not screw it up this time. So another 10 fruit becomes another 20 plants. Should only be a few more weeks before the greenhouse is full and I can start making some profit off those. 1 week later, once again the greenhouse. And 20 more seeds. More of those plants should be mature before too long, so I'll get even more seeds. The added benefit of this now is the more time that passes, the more iridium sprinklers I can make, because every day my Statue of Endless Fortune gives me either gold or iridium bars, along with other stuff, and then my lightning rods get hit every storm, so I simply just wait and basically farm iridium sprinklers. 25th today, my original plants aren't ready, but some of my newer ones are, so these should give me enough seeds to finish my greenhouse. There, my greenhouse is all filled up and I even have 30 extra seeds to spare. So it's just a matter of time before these start producing me all sorts of money. Every week I just go pick my profit. First of summer already, same thing, just gonna run around and clear my field, and that's gonna be about it for this day. 3rd of summer today, it's a storm day, so I'm going to take my time to run around and look for artifacts once again. First I'm quickly gonna check on my greenhouse to see how everything's coming along. Getting there, not everything is mature yet, I'm just gonna wait till everything is mature to do my first harvest. That way it gives you guys a better idea of how much it's worth. And I just don't really need the money at this point. I'm still sitting at 2.8 million gold, so, and then after my fall harvest, which is coming up, I'll have more than enough gold to do whatever it is I do. I've also got another 8 Omni Geodes simply from my Statue of Endless Fortune, so I'm going to process those again once I hit the blacksmith. There's not a lot more artifacts I can get out of the Omni Geodes. There's still a few, and I can also get a prismatic shard, which I kind of want. 1, because it's a donation to the museum, or 2, it could turn into the galaxy sword. Okay, we'll see what 8 Omni Geodes gets me this time. A few different things, but nothing new. That's okay. I forgot too that I need to buy more bomb stuff from the blacksmith. There, 126 more bombs. Gonna use that for some land clearing. And I've just noticed it's Wednesday, and as someone in the comments pointed out, you can buy Omni Geodes from the desert on Wednesdays, so I'm actually gonna head there and buy some because I still want to try and get a prismatic shard, and I don't really want to go down into Skull Cavern to get one. Also, there's more ground to cover for artifacts here in the desert, and I believe you can get some different things while you're here, so there's higher odds as well. So, Omni Geodes, sold on Wednesdays, cost 1,000 gold each, so I'm gonna buy 50, 60? Let's go 75, because what's the point of having all this money if you're not gonna spend it? That should give me a few more artifacts at least, and hopefully some of those prismatic shards. All for only 75,000 gold. I'm gonna process those tomorrow though, I don't have the room in my backpack to deal with all that. Bombs, of course, are also very handy for areas like this, where instead of walking all the way around this crap, one bomb and I can go straight through it, and it's going to be a while before that stuff respawns. So, I did not find any artifacts today, but all my lightning rods are going, and I've got 75 geodes to process tomorrow, plus even the old ones I've been storing, so I will take care of those. 5th of summer today, gonna gather my batteries, and then wander around until the blacksmith is open and process those geodes, as well as bring whatever old ones in that I have. And I'm gonna keep it light in my backpack because I want more room to deal with all the crap I'm about to get. So until the blacksmith opens at 9, I'm simply gonna keep looking for artifacts. I know that the mines can also be a good place for artifacts, so at some point I'm probably gonna take a run or two down there and see if I can get some, either off the creatures I kill or just from the feelers in the ground. Okay, hopefully we get something useful out of all this. I've got 76 Omni Geodes, 20 wood magma, and a handful of the basic ones. So far from just the basic geodes and mostly the magma geodes actually, I've got 5 new things amongst this crap. Now to do the Omni Geodes. So far I've got 9 new things for the museum, 4 of which came from the Omni Geodes, so I'm about to go make some donations to clear up some room in my backpack, and then I'll continue processing. So the remainder of my geodes has given me 5 more things to donate, including a prismatic shard. I'm not going to be donating that, however, that's going to turn into a galaxy sword. So to continue my day, I'm just going to hunt around for a few more artifacts and then head to the desert. So for those of you that don't know, if you take a prismatic shard here to these 3 gentlemen, this happens. A small cutscene, and then you have the galaxy sword, which is the best sword in the game and probably the best weapon in the game. So now I'm just going to throw all this stuff in the bin. Now that I've donated 60 items to the museum, Gunther is going to give me the key to the sewers here. So I can now enter the sewers. Also, I completely forgot to look at the value of all those artifacts and stuff overnight. In total they were worth 7,000 though, and yeah. 7th of summer, another lightning storm, so I'm going to go down and check out the sewers real quick, as well as head to the mines because there's something I need down there. So, entering the sewers for the first time, this is what they look like, and I have to go see little Krobus here to buy several things from him. One being the Void Egg, and another being the Star Drop for 20,000 gold. I could also buy the Return Scepter for 2 million gold right now, but I'm just not gonna bother. I don't want to run myself under 1 million gold at this point. So now I'm just gonna head to the mines and try and get myself an Earth Crystal. They can spawn on pretty low floors, so I might just start on floor 5 and work my way down until I find one. And now that I have my Galaxy Sword, it's a lot easier again to kill all the enemies, as it does 60 to 80 damage with +4 speed. Maybe while I'm at it, my mining skill will level up to level 10, and then I can also see what the quarry in my field does once I'm at level 10. This is what I was looking for, an Earth Crystal. On floor 27, so I can now leave the mines. And since I'm out this way anyway, I'm going to stop at the store and buy a bunch of fertilizer in preparation for my fall crop, which is coming up quicker than I thought. So I've just bought a full stack of 999 fertilizer. I don't need quite that much obviously, but I do have 833 rare seeds I can potentially plant. Not sure how many I can given my sprinklers at this point, but we'll see. All 4 of my lightning rods are going, so I'm basically just going to sleep till the end of the month. It is the 13th today and it's another lightning storm. So I don't really need to go find any artifacts, but I do need to clear some land, so I'm going to spend some time doing that. I was kind of hoping to keep this little mushroom grove that's growing here, but I'm actually wanting to utilize that space now, so they're all just going to be bombed and removed. Maybe one day my dream of having a mushroom farm will come true. I've used up all my bombs and cleared all this middle kind of part of my field as well as this upper part. That should be more than enough room to accommodate my new crop. Now I'm just going to sleep again towards the end of the month. 2 of my lightning rods are going, that's good enough. I can't really productively use any more of my day right now, so that's fine. So it's the 24th of summer and my first full harvest of the ancient fruit are ready to go, so I'm going to harvest these and throw them in the bin, and we'll see tonight what they're worth. These will be ready for me every week from here on out. And it is such a nice change to just have to pick them and throw them in the bin and not have to turn them into seeds and replant them. The price of these was knocked down a bit when the 1.1 update came out, so I'm a little curious to see what a full greenhouse is worth. It used to be worth, I think, a little over 100,000 gold per harvest. Now it should be kind of like 60% or 3/4 of that if I understand things correctly. Still good money. Still easy money. I could also turn these into ancient fruit wine, which can be very valuable, especially with the new update if it's iridium quality, but I'm not going to bother, at least not at this point. 77,538 gold is what each harvest is going to get me, so that's still really good, really easy money. That's basically 80,000 gold every week just for picking those. It is now the last day of summer. I have 14 more iridium sprinklers thanks to my farming of stuff. I actually could have more if I had more gold bars right now. But these 14 sprinklers plus the one on the ground will give me 15 total, which can water an extra 360 plants, which should work out pretty nicely with the amount of seeds I have, plus the amount of room I have. One thing I've got to say about this farm is there's not a huge amount of planting space. There's a river that runs right down the middle, and all this uneven terrain eats up a lot of real estate. This farm layout definitely has an awkward setup to try and plant in. As it is, I have to put my iridium sprinklers something like this to make it work. That's actually pretty much the maximum efficiency. I just want to take one last look today to make sure things are as close as they can be, ready for tomorrow, because I'm going to need to do a lot of hoeing and planting. That's pretty much the maximum efficiency with the iridium sprinklers in this space. Luckily I do have this area down here, which is going to take the bulk of my crop at this point. And this is what the rest of the layout looks like. It all actually fits fairly nicely. I just kind of threw this one up here. It's not going to get its full efficiency, but I'm out of room and that's good enough. So tomorrow I'm going to fly at it and try and get everything planted in one day. Should be doable. Also, I'm going to make some scarecrows today, see what I can cover with what remaining materials I have. Scarecrows are all out, so now it's time to go to bed and see if I can manage all this in one day. Alright, so I'm going to start over with my new iridium sprinklers and see how far I get. 12:30 a.m. This is the last spot that I did not get planted for the day, so that's not a problem. I can simply plant it tomorrow and then all my crop will be ready all by the end of the month anyway. Just after 11 a.m. I've just finished my second day of planting. I have 69 seeds left over. That is considerably bigger than the last one, so that should be worth a lot of money. So now I just simply sleep until the profit rolls in. It's the 10th today, just want to take a quick look around, make sure my crop is all still good, there's no weeds infringing on it, and while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and... oh, I missed those seeds. There's no sprinkler there. That's okay. As I was saying, while I'm at it, I'm going to go and harvest my greenhouse, because why not? That should be some easy money. And I'm going to knock these weeds back a bit because they grow fast and they could get involved in my crop. So far so good, looks like the scarecrows are doing their job. Ancient fruit is in the bin, so now I'm just simply going to sleep right through till the end of the month until my big harvest is ready. Already, it's the 26th and my sweet gem berries are all ready to go. So now it's just a matter of taking the time to pick them all. 10:40 a.m. and I've got it all harvested, and that includes my ancient fruit from my greenhouse. So I have 471 gold quality, 211 silver, 77 regular. My biggest harvest yet, and that should be worth a lot of money. A total of 3,220,000, of which 3.15 million came from the sweet gem berries. That is pretty good. Easy money. Can't complain. So that puts me up to 5.87 million. Although now I have no more sweet gem berries, so I cannot keep doing my seeds and all that, but that's okay, I've made the money I wanted to make so far. And that's going to be it for this video, just running out of time. But I am just on the edge of all that endgame stuff I keep talking about, so luckily on the next episode I can pretty much dive right into that and set up a whole new farm layout all around that stuff. So let me know what you think, any ideas or suggestions, and ideas for other videos moving forward. This series is going to be coming to an end within the next few episodes, I presume. Not entirely sure of that yet, haven't thought about what I want to do. But I am also playing with the idea of doing the other maps, at least getting them started for the first year or two to see what they're like to play. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Bye!